All right, in this video today, we're going to go over blade sharpening and the proper way to sharpen a blade and maybe some blades that shouldn't be sharpened. So today I got a few different blades here. I have a blade that we pulled off a machine that's really a pretty nice blade. There's nothing wrong with this blade. It can very easily be cleaned up and sharpened. I got another blade here that I wanted to use for demonstration of what not to use. So this blade is very worn and has also become dangerous to the point where we can actually have the lift here breaking off. And so that's kind of a blade that's we definitely want to throw away and get rid of. This is a blade we've already sharpened. So you can tell we've cleaned it on both sides. We have sharpened it and we have balanced it. And we've also checked to make sure that it is straight and not bent. So one of the things when I sharpen one of these blades that I also think is important is making sure that we have the right angle. And so our machine is set at 30 degrees, and that's kind of a good general angle for sharpening blades. So that's a 30-degree angle. When I sharpen my blades, you know, people always ask, well, how do you know when it's sharp? We got gloves on. It's sometimes kind of hard to tell, but you can look at the blade and you can actually tell when you're sharpening, and you'll see me do it here in a minute. But I'm always looking at the blade and I can see the thickness of the blade. And when that's all comes down and it's all nice and uniform and very narrow, I know that blade is getting sharp. So with that, let's go ahead and show you how to sharpen one of these blades. I'm going to start by cleaning this blade up. When we balance a blade, we always want this blade to be as clean as possible. Also, when I go and I balance it here, I want this to be a nice flat surface, and that way we can check the straightness as well, and it's not sitting on there kind of cockeyed one way or the other. So with that, let's go ahead and clean this one up. So now we have our blade cleaned up. We got a nice flat surface. We got all the big stuff knocked off of it, and we're able to take it over here and check the blade straightness. So before I even start sharpening it, I want to know if it's bent. If it's bent, then there's no point in obviously sharpening it. So we're going to check and make sure this one is straight. And that blade's good. So from there, we can go ahead and start the sharpening process.
But here is where we're going to determine whether this blade's balanced. This one's pretty good. Obviously, if you did want this way out of balance, it's going to really call to the heavy spot on the bottom. So like this blade, pretty good. It's a little bit heavy on this one side, so we're going to take a little bit more off of that side. That's pretty good. From there, we've got it sharpened. We got a nice straight blade, and we have a balanced blade. So I'll just clean up the back side just a little bit. We just took off any of the sharp burrs that were on the back side of the blade. But there we have a blade that is straight, balanced, and sharp. And so that is kind of what the finished product needs to look like when you guys get done. I would say balancing is a huge thing on your Grasshopper mower. It's going to be really beneficial with the bearings. Obviously, we're not going to have the vibration up to the deck. You're not going to feel it from the seat of the machine. And so making sure that one is balanced. A lot of people will sharpen these, but they don't go through the effort of making sure that they're straight and they're balanced. So that's something make sure that you always do when you sharpen a blade.